So I think I'm about 100 kilometers from a nice big lake that I might be able to camp at. I'm hoping that the lake actually has water. What the hell is this? Woo! Oh my God. This is great. This is awesome. This whole day has been quite the taint smasher. This is a really refreshing change. Why in the hell they build this super nice road out here? Anyways, salam. Yeah, I'm trying to get to this. Trying to get to this big old lake. Trying to get. Oh, he's just friendly waving. God, it's so hard for me to translate the honks out here, because at home honks are just aggressive tones, but out here I got to remember that it's usually friendly. People just like to honk their horn. Salam. Yeah, it's like you're riding on a goddamn parade float out here, just waving to everybody. It was the same in Azerbaijan too. Some days I'm fine with it, other days I'm pretty exhausted by it, but all in all it's good to have people be appreciative of you being there instead of just honking at you all the time in Georgia like an aggressive way. Okay, so this is what a typical market is out here. This is why I've been struggling to find calories. This one actually has ice cream, but as you can see, there's not really much food to eat at all. So you just kind of have to take what you can find. Oh, and sometimes they have kids working this shop too. It's not too uncommon out here. All right, so I just had an unsatisfying lunch of ice cream, a couple of chocolates, and a Coca-Cola. I do have food with me, but it all requires cooking. Like it's potatoes, raw onion, buckwheat, and ramen, and there's just literally no shade out here. So there's no way I'm just gonna sit in the sun and cook up some potatoes and eat piping hot ramen while sweating in the sun. Wish there was more options out here. I'd be fine with just pounding a couple granola bars or something, but there's no chance of finding anything like that out here. Yeah, the markets off the freeways here just make gas stations back at home look like freaking Whole Foods. It's funny, when I'm out here, I just can't wait to get into a city so I can have, you know, modern conveniences, food, things like that. And when I'm in the city, I just can't wait to get the hell out and get back into the country where it's nice and quiet and relaxed. Sorry for the terrible lighting right now, but it is past sunset. I only got like 160 kilometers in today. I was shooting for at least 200 because I got quite a bit more to get to Bukhara. But I got a super late start. I had to get my glasses fixed, which I lost, by the way. I just realized I can't find my glasses. So all I have is my prescription sunglasses and contacts. And contacts aren't that fun when you're cycling in the desert. The mosquitoes here are insane. I wish I had like a macro lens and better lighting so I could show you just the swarms of mosquitoes all over my net here. I'm not even gonna bother cooking dinner. I've been hauling around this pre-made buckwheat thing. It's like half cooked, so it's not that good to eat unless you put a little bit of hot water in there. But I'm just gonna eat that half raw, and I think I have another Snickers bar and a cucumber. It's way too gnarly out there to be cooking with all these mosquitoes. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting out of this tent to take some cute desert photos of the camp. The only reason I'm getting out of this tent is just to collapse it and then get out of here as fast as possible. These mosquitoes would have eaten me alive if it wasn't for my Big Agnes Fly Creek HV2 Platinum Edition. Yeah, it's been gnarly. Sorry if this audio sucks. I have not gotten the tailwind I thought I was going to today. It's mostly been a headwind. Anyways, I left camp at like 6:30 in the morning. It's about 1:30 now, so, and I've done about 130 kilometers. I got a bunch more to go if I want to get to Bukhara today. I'd like to set a personal best today. We'll see how that goes. Just really thought I'd have a tailwind. It's been the exact opposite. I also really hate all the freaking truck drivers too, because they want to give you a little friendly honk, but they wait until they're right fucking next to your eardrum and then just lay on the goddamn horn. I'm gonna be deaf in my left ear by the time I'm done with this trip. I usually put an earplug in my left ear just because of this scenario, but I lost both of them. Alright, so I just hit 100 miles and the time is 5 o'clock. It took a little too long of a lunch back there. But if I just keep up the pace here, I should get to Bukhara at like midnight or 1 o'clock a.m. And I'll hit my 300 kilometers in a day goal. So yeah, I'm just hoping I can do that. I think I got it in me. It's only like 85 more miles, so I'm way past the halfway point. Yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, sun is setting. This place is just non-stop cars now. And everybody's just competing for the road here because there's so many potholes. Everybody has to try to follow these different lines to get through, and people are just swerving all over the whole goddamn road. This is pretty done to be riding on this, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night. I should have woken up a few hours earlier than I did. Just these roads and all these vehicles, it's just a bike destroyer. Yeah, I'll just pull over in camp, I guess. Nescafe is always gonna have like a little special place in my heart. I used to live in Guatemala and they brew some of the best coffee from Guatemala, but as with the locals, I couldn't afford any of it, so all I drink was Nescafe. So every time I drink Nescafe, I just think of being back there in Guatemala. So this here is the somsa. This is basically one of the national foods of Uzbekistan. It's basically like a beef stew inside of a bread pocket. Yeah, that's right, beef. I've had to start eating meat again just out of necessity. So I've had to just start eating meat because there's honestly no option out here. When you're out in the desert, the only food they can really provide is meat and bread. So I really started feeling myself slowly fading away, just eating cucumbers and buckwheat. I had to start eating more food. So when I have the option, I won't eat meat, but man, flies everywhere. Look at these flies on everything. It is, most of the meat out here is like as free range as it fucking gets, but you see the way they transport the animals, and they transport them in actually these things right here. They have those two little holes at the top for ventilation. That's about it. So the cows, they shove like 3 or 4 in these things, and they're just cooking in that shipping container with barely any wind. So like that's not very ethical to me, but you know, at this point there's really not much I can do about it. I have to be eating meat. Georgia was really easy to be vegetarian because they're super Christians there, and they do this vegan fast a couple months of the year, and some do it a couple times a week. But out here, man, it's just meat and bread, sometimes cucumbers, sometimes tomatoes. finding fresh fruit is like a godsend. It's like finding an oasis in the middle of the desert. I was thinking of bringing my melodica, but I just never ended up doing it. All right, so what was your names?
Ollie and Lena.
Ollie and Lena? Yeah, I had to.
Yeah, I get that. We thought it was the best way we can do it. We thought we could cycle and smoke him. He's like, yeah, anyone can do it.
So you're like, fuck it, I'll just buy bikes in Thailand?
Like,
In Bangkok.
Bangkok, yeah.
They're like Thai brand Infinite. You've probably never heard of them before.
No, never.
Video, less than $200 a bike.
Seriously? So then you just strapped your backpack to the back.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's my accordion in there, so.
Your accordion? Oh, so you have an accordion and then you have a guitar.
I have a guitar.
Oh, can I see the guitar?
In Bangkok, we went to some like backstreet welder.
That's awesome.
Just threw a little picture on a napkin.
Yeah. That's so cool, yeah. Hashtag new hat, new me. I also feel like a jerk saying it, but I am just getting pretty bored here. I'm getting bored of the straight, solid roads, the lack of any geological features. I only swim with the kids. Waving at the kids is fun because they're all excited and they want to give you high fives and stuff. But the adults, they just honk at you and look at you, and they have zero expression, just a vacant stare. I don't understand it really.